Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge IGCSE Additional Mathematics 060611 May June 2022. This is paper 1. Let us move to the question number 1. And the question number 1 says find constants A, B, C such that this equation is provided. And this is a 3 marks question. So we can rewrite it in simpler way, like instead of p root we will write p raised to the power 1 by 2 and q raised to the power 2 by 3 r raised to the power minus 3 over this will be p separate power we can write p square and q raised to power minus 2 and r raised to the power minus 1, and these are being multiplied, so I will add multiplication sign for your understanding. And this is what we have taken, basically left hand side, and I will write here left hand side, and we will prove it to like basically ABC values we will find. So we'll compare it with the right hand side and we'll find the values. Now we can shift these denominators as numerator. Their powers will be, signs of powers will be changed. So p raised to power 1 by 2 and p raised to the power minus 2, and next will be q raised to the power 2 by 3 into q will be square and into r raised to the power minus 3, and this will be r raised to the power plus 1, or we can write just 1. Now we can add the powers, so it will be p raised to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 2. So 1 over 2 and minus 2 will be equal to minus 3 by 2. So we can write this as minus 3 by 2, and q raised to the power will be 2 by 3 plus 2. So 2 by 3 and plus 2 will be resulting to 8 by 3, and similarly r raised to the power minus 3 plus 1 will be minus 2, and this will be equal to p raised to the power a, q raised to the power b, and r raised to the power c, and we will compare the powers. This implies what? A is equal to minus 3 by 2, b is equal to 8 by 3, or you can write in mixed fraction also, and c is equal to minus 2. These will be the ABC powers which we found. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the question number 2, and the question number 2 says a particle moves in a straight line such that its displacement as meters from a fixed point at time t seconds t is greater than or equal to 0 is given by this equation. And a part, find the exact speed of the particle when t is equal to 1, and this is a 3 marks question. So we have to find ds by dt. So s is what? S is equal to 1 plus 3t raised to power minus 1 by 2. So ds by dt will be equal to, we'll take derivative, power will be pulled first. So minus 1 by 2 into 1 plus 3t raised to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1, and into derivative of this inner portion, which is 3. We will write here 3, and this will be equal to minus 3 by 2. We can write it as minus 3 by 2 into 1 plus 3t raised to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1 will be minus 3 by 2, and further we can write ds by dt at t is equal to 1 is required. This one, t is equal to 1, at t is equal to 1 will be equal to minus 3 by 2 into 1 plus, this will be 3 raised to a minus 3 by 2. We have replaced t by 1, and this will be we can simplify minus 3 over 2 in brackets, it will be 4, and raised to the power minus 3 over 2, and this will be resulting to minus 3 by 16. Minus 3 by 16 will be our final answer for this question, which is having 3 marks. This was A part which we have done. Now B part says show that the acceleration of the particle will never be zero. Acceleration we know is second order derivative, so we will write d2s over dt square. We will take second order derivative, and we have derivative which is basically this one is the derivative. So we'll use this equation and we'll derive it again. So it will be minus 3 by 2 as it is, which is constant, and the power which is this one minus 3 by 2 we are pulling first, and then we'll be writing 1 plus 3t raised power minus 3 by 2 minus 1, and further we will be taking the derivative of this inner portion which is 3, and we'll write here 3. Now we can rewrite it as this will be 3 3s are minus 3 into minus 3 will be 9, 9 into 3 will be 27, so 27 by 4 into 1 plus 3t raised to the power minus 3 over 2 minus 1, and this will be equal to minus 5 by 2. So minus 5 by 2 will be our. Now this is basically our acceleration which we are finding. So acceleration will be what? Acceleration is, we can rewrite this equation as 27 over 4 into 1 plus 3t raised to the power 5 by 2. Now if we check this one, this is even at t is equal to, from t is equal to, if we are taking equal to 0, then this will be resulting to a positive value, and if we take greater than 0, then it will be positive value. So in any case, if we are taking t greater than equal to 0, a will be greater than 0. This is what we proved from here, because this is positive for all values of t greater than equal to 0. So we can say hence this will be, hence acceleration will never be 0. So it cannot be 0 in any case. Now this is question number 3, and question number 3 says a function f of x is such that f of x is equal to this one. Write on the range of f function. Range of this function is required. We can see this is x is greater than minus 1 by 2, so x can have all the real values. So we can say f of x can have all the real values, like y value can be anything in set of real numbers. So f of x belongs to R, and the next B part says a function g of x is such that g of x is defined for x belongs to R. B part, find the exact solution of the equation g of f of x is equal to 13. So g of f of x, we will be finding g of f of x, and we can rewrite it as this f of x. We will replace f of x is this value log of we can write log of 2x plus 1, and this will be g of x. Now we can rewrite, this will be g of x, we can apply over here, this will be 5x, so 5 into log of 2x plus 1 and minus 7 we have replaced in this g of x value, we have replaced. So we applied that function, so we got this one. Now we can rewrite it as this will be, this is given that this is equal to 13, so we can equalize to 13. Now we can shift this minus 7 to other side, and this will be resulting to 5 log of 2x plus 1, and this is equal to 13 plus 2 will be 20, and 5 also we can shift to other side, or we can cancel, this will be 4, so this will be log of 2x plus 1 will be equal to 4, and we can find, basically we can find take e raised to the power, so on both sides, so e raised to the power 4, and this will be what we can shift 1 also to other side, so 2x is equal to e raised by 4 minus 1, and x will be equal to what? This implies x will be equal to e raised by 4 minus 1 divided by 2. So this will be the exact value, and this was a 3 marks question, B part, which we have done. Now C part says find the solution of the equation f dash of x is equal to g inverse of x, and this is 6 marks question. So first of all we will find f dash of x. F of x, we know f of x is equal to what? Log of 2x plus 1. This is our f of x. Now f dash of derivative of f of x will be, derivative of log x is 1 over x, so it will be this one into derivative of this inner portion also, which is 2. We can write like this, and this will be 2 over we can write next step over here, this will be 2 over 2x plus 1. This will be our f dash of x value. Now we can find basically g inverse also we can find, and for g inverse I can use this space. So g of x is equal to, is given 5x minus 7, so we can write 5x minus 7. Now y is equal to 5x minus 7. We will have to make x as subject. So 5x will be equal to y minus 7. So x will be equal to y minus 7 over 5. Now final step, we will be swapping x and y. So y will be equal to x minus 7 over 5, and this is our g inverse of x. Now by the condition of the question, f dash of x is equal to g inverse of x, we can write this as we can write f inverse. So 2 over 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 7 over 5, and we can cross multiply, and cross multiplication will give us 2x squared and plus 7. I'm multiplying this with this, so 2x squared plus minus 7 minus 14, basically 14x, and plus x and minus 7 is equal to 10, or we can write minus 10 is equal to 0. So I will write equal to 10, then we will simplify. So it will be 2x squared minus, this will be this should be this is basically not minus 7, this is when we shift this y, we are g of x is equal to 5x minus 7, and y is equal to g of x minus 1. So 5x will be equal to, this should be plus here because we are shifting. So I'm just rectifying this mistake, and this will be plus, this will be plus, and this value will also be plus. So we will get plus 14x, and now this will be what? This will be plus 15x minus, this will be 7. This will also be plus 7 because we changed the sign. So it will be minus 3 is equal to 0. 10 we are shifting both sides. So now this will be our quadratic equation. We can factorize in factors. We can check mode 5 3, and this will be x square will be, coefficient of x square is 2, constant is 15, and minus 3. Coefficient of x is 15 and constant is minus 3, and this is equal to this will be decimal value, and we can apply quadratic formula. So a is equal to 2, b is equal to 15, and c is equal to minus 3. So what we can do, we can just reduce the size of this working and make it a little on this side also, and we can reduce the size of this working as well, and this will be here, and now we got the space for next working also. So this will be we can move a little here. Now we can apply x will be equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a, and if we replace the values, minus b mean minus 15 plus minus this will be b square mean 15 square minus 4 into a into c over 2a, and 2a to a value is 2. Now we can use the space for this. Now it will be x will be equal to, we can simplify and fraction, it will be minus 15 and plus we'll take, and then we'll take the negative sign also, so it will be 15 square minus 4 into 2 into minus 3 bracket close and divided by, it will be 4, and this is equal to minus 15 plus minus 15 plus 249 root and divided by 4. So this will be plus value, and there will be negative value also. Second value will be minus 15 minus 249 root over 4. These will be the two values. X is equal to, decimal value we can write 0.195, 0.195, or the second value will be, this one with the minus sign. Minus sign we can change over here, and this value will be minus 7.695. So minus 7.695. This will be our answer for this question. These are the two x values which we are supposed to. This is done. Now this is question number 4a part, and this says the diagram shows the graph of y is equal to f of x mod, and where f of x is a cubic. Find the possible expressions for f of x, and this is 3-mark question. This is not part of the question. I have inserted for your explanation. I'll explain in a while. So we have to check the value x-intercept and y-intercept. So first part is easy. We will have to just see this one, x-intercept. There are 3 x-intercepts. We can write the equations. For first we will write x minus this value, x value, which is minus 2, so we can write like this, and the second will be x minus 1 and x minus 3. We have taken all these 3 points and we have written these 3 algebraic expressions. Now if we multiply these 3, we'll get cube. So this is basically cubic graph. From here they have already mentioned also f of x is cubic. So this one we can rewrite it as x plus 2 into x minus 1 into x minus 3. Now we can check for the y-intercept, and y-intercept is this one, which is 0 and 24. But if we check, if we multiply these like 2 into minus 1 into minus 3, if we multiply these numbers, we will get what? We will get 2 into, this will be 3 into 2 will be 6, so we are getting 6, but we need 24 values, so we will divide 24 by 6, and this will be equal to after cancellation we'll get 4, so we will be multiplying this equation by 4. Hopefully you understood this, and this will be our final equation for this part, A part. Now for B part, they are saying B part 1, on the axis below sketch the graph of y is equal to 2x plus 1 mod and the graph of y is equal to 4x minus 1 mod, stating the coordinates of the points where the graph meet the coordinate axis. So this is the graph which I have inserted. I will explain the previous graph also and this one also in a while, and we can draw. So first of all we will be taking this line which is y is equal to 2x plus 1. So y is equal to 2x plus 1 we will be taking, and this will be x intercept is 1, so we will be taking x intercept, like for example, 1 second, so we can take it y intercept like 1 will be over here, and then what else we can take, we gradient is 2, so it will be when x is equal to y, when y is equal to 0 at x-axis y will be equal to 0 and we will get 2x plus 1, so x will be equal to minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 we'll have to take the point which is like minus 1 by 2. We can take this point as 0.5 minus 0.5, and now we can draw the line, and the line will be, this one will be the positive portion of the line. Now the negative portion I will draw with different colors so that you can identify, and this is the negative portion, and negative portion we will have to switch, we'll have to shift the negative portion, and when we will shift the negative portion it will be shifting like this one, so this should be equal to this, and we have shifted this, and I'll remove the negative portion, so by mod it will be y is equal to 2x plus 1, which is this one which we had drawn. Now the second equation is what? Second equation is y is equal to, we can write 4x minus 4, so y intercept is minus 4, so minus 4 is like this one, so we can take minus 4 up to this point is minus 4, and x-intercept will be at y will be equal to 0, and y is equal to 0 mean 4x is equal to 4, so x is equal to 1 will be the x-intercept. So we can take y is equal to 1 over here, and we can draw the graph like this will be our this will be, I will draw only the positive graph. This is basically the line which is I have shown this line which is y is equal to 4x minus 4, but we have to shift the negative side, so I'm just drawing separately. Positive is up to this one, and negative is, I'm drawing this negative portion also, then I will later on remove, and when we remove this negative portion, instead of this minus 4 it will switch to plus 4, and say this is like 4 value, so this graph will be switching to positive side which is this one, and this will be negative side I'm removing, and this will be the coordinate which we can write. Basically this was 4, we have written this 4, and this will be 0 and 4 coordinates of this point, and this point will be 1 and 0, and this is done. We are done with this. Next is saying what next part is. Now for this graph, why I have inserted this, basically this is the cubic graph. If we if we try to fit on this, it will be like this one over here. If we fit, this will be the cubic graph, which is having same like y-intercept. So negative portion we have shifted to the positive portion. If we see, if I show you, like for example, negative portion is which one? Negative portion is this one, which we have shifted to the positive side, which is this. If I move a little more, so this is the negative portion which we have shifted to this one, and the second negative portion is this one, which is also, this negative portion is also shifted like this one. So this negative portion, so this is basically two negative portions are shifted to positive side, so they are there. This is the modulus of the graph. Now this is also this is the exact graph which I have plotted for you by using a software from the net, and there are so many softwares available on the net, and you can use any of them and you will get a very nice graph like this, and it will be very nice practice for your exam. You will not be provided with any sort of graphing software or graphing calculator is not allowed, but this will be nice practice for preparation of exam. So you can see one graph is like this one, and which negative side is up, shifted up, and the second graph is this one, which is intercept. So both the graphs are intercepting at 2 points, and next part is about those, and that is second part, find the solution of the equation, and this is the solution of the equation. So algebraically we can solve this. 2x plus 1 squared we can write equal to 4 into x minus 1, and this will be squared. Now we can open the square. This will be a square plus b square plus 2ab. I'm using the formula, or you can multiply also. You can multiply this with this. You can multiply these two, or you can directly apply the square formula, which is a plus b square will be equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. I'm using the same formula which I'm mentioning. So it is 4x square a square plus b square will be 1 plus 2ab will be 4x, and this is the square which we have opened, and this side I will keep as it is. We can open this also, but I will first multiply 4 inside, so it will be 4x minus 4 and square, and 4x plus 1 plus 4x is equal to, now we'll apply the same formula on this side, which is minus formula basically, and the negative formula is a minus b square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab, and this formula if we apply, this will be 16x square plus 16 minus this will be 4 into 4 will be 16 to 2 will be 32x, and now we can form the quadratic equation, and then we will solve that quadratic equation. We can shift everything to the other side, so it will be 16x square minus 4x square and minus 32x minus 4x plus 16 minus 1 is equal to 0, and this will be simplified as 12x squared and minus 36x and plus 15 is equal to 0, and we can solve this mode 5 3, and this will be square 12, and next will be minus 36 and 15. These are values, and this will be 5 by 2, and the second value will be 1 by 2. We'll be using this one, and we can write this by changing sign, and this will be 2x minus 5, and when we use this it will be 2x minus 1 equal to 0, and the intermediate step we can write 2x and 2x minus 1, and minus this will be 5 into 2x minus 1 equal to 0, and now this implies 2x minus 5 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, and x will be equal to 5 by 2, and x will be equal to 1 by 2. These will be the two solutions which we were supposed to find, and these are the 2 points. Basically, y value, they are saying find the solutions of this. So x values are these, which is 5 by 2 and 1 by 2. So if we check the graph, this is value 5 by 1 by 2 and this is 5 by 2, and we have to replace these values to get the y values also, to get the points basically. So we have the equation y is equal to 2x plus 1. So if we replace y is equal to 2x plus 1, so this will be, if we replace 5 by 2, y will be equal to 2 into 5 by 2, 5 by 2 plus 1. So this will be gone, so it will be 6, y is equal to 6. So our point will be 5 by 2 and 6. And the second point, we can find y is equal to 2x plus 1, and this will be 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. This will be cancelled, so y will be equal to 2, and the point will be 1 by 2 and 2. If we check from our graph, 1 by 2 and 2 is this point, this one, and the other point is 2.5 and 6, which we found, basically same points which we found here. That's done. Now question number 5, and question number 5 says find the vector which is in the opposite direction to 5 by 5 and minus 8 and has the magnitude of this. So direction should be opposite, magnitude should be 8.5. So we can find the magnitude, and magnitude is equal to what? Magnitude is equal to x value square plus y value square and root. This is how we are finding the magnitude. And now we can find this. This is equal to this one is basically equal to, if we solve this, this will be square root of 15 square plus this will be minus 8 and square. This is equal to 17. So magnitude is 17, but we require 8.5. So we have to divide this by 2 to get 8.5. So we will be dividing this vector. Given vector is 15 and minus 8. So we will be dividing by 1 by 2 one thing, and we need the opposite direction also. And for opposite direction, we'll be putting minus sign, and this will be our answer. Hopefully you got this. Now for B part, find the values of A and B. This is equal to this, and this is 3 marks. What we can do, we can multiply first. We can multiply this inside and then add also. So 15, if I first write 15A and 5B, this one plus this will be 2A plus 1 and 2, and this is equal to, if we multiply inside, so it will be 6B plus 6A, and this will be 6 2s are 12. And now we can add this 15A plus 2A plus 1, and this will be 5B plus 2, and this is equal to 6B plus 6A, and this is 12, and we can compare them, and 15A plus 2A plus 1 is equal to 6B plus 6A. So we can, so this will be 17A and minus 6A is equal to 6B minus 1, and this will be what? We can simplify, this will be 11A is equal to 6B minus 1. So 6B, 11A is equal to 6B minus 1, and if we compare the lower part, this one, this will be 5B 5b plus 2 is equal to 12. So this implies 5b is equal to 10 and b is equal to 2. So b is equal to 2 value, and if we replace in this equation b is equal to 2, 11a, we can write 11a is equal to 6 into 2 minus 1, so this will be equal to 11. So a will be equal to 1. So a and b value we were supposed to find, which we have done. Now the question number 6, write down the values of k for which the line y is equal to k is tangent to the curve. This one plus this equation is given, this is 2 marks, and this one I have inserted for your explanation. I will explain in a while. And the equation which we got is y is equal to 4 sine of x plus pi by 4, and this will be plus 10 also. So now we can understand by like y is equal to sine x. Now x plus, instead of x we are having x plus pi by 4. So standard graph, this is the standard graph, we are transforming the standard graph, and x plus pi by 4 will be what? X plus 5 by 4 is representing horizontal translation, horizontal translation by pi by 4. So this will be horizontal translation. And next is 4 multiplied by this. So 4 sine of we can write here, this will be sine, basically sine. So this is horizontal translation by pi by 4, and 4 sine x plus pi by 4 will be further stretch. This will be vertical stretch. This will be vertical stretch by factor 4, which is this one. So now we will be applying these two transformations, and then adding 10 will be vertical translation by 10 units. So we can write 4 sine of x plus pi by 4 plus 10 represents vertical translation by 10 units. Yes. Now normally sine graph is having the maximum and minimum point basically at 1 and minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 we have to translate. So I will bring to front, and then we will solve this one. If you check this, this is normal graph is at 1. So now this is sine, this is pi by 4 and 14. So for 10 units up, so vertical stretch by 4 units and then 10 units up. So that's why it's reaching to 14, and the lower part is from minus 1, it is reaching to 5 pi by 4 over 6. So this will be the minimum point. So they are asking for write down the value of k which the line y is equal to k is tangent to the curve. So this is one line which is tangent, which is this line, and this line is y is equal to 14, and we can write y is equal to 14. This will be one line, and the second line is this one, which is y is equal to 6. So y is equal to 6 will be the second line which will be tangent to this graph. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the B part, and B part says show that this is equal to this, and this is a 4 marks question. So what we can do, we can take this left hand side and we can take LCM of left hand side, and LCM will be what? If we take LCM, this will be a minus b, a plus b will be equal to a minus b into a plus b will be equal to a square minus b square. This formula will be applying on the denominator portion, and we will get 1 square, which is 1 minus cos square theta. So these two terms are combining to form this term. Hopefully you got this. Now this one multiply by this one, we will write 1 plus tan theta into 1 plus cos theta, and plus this will be multiplied by this portion, so 1 minus tan theta into 1 minus cos theta, and this will be a term. Now we can open the brackets, and if we open the brackets we will get this will be 1 plus cos theta plus tan theta and plus cos theta tan theta. This is what when we multiply these two terms. Now the next two terms when we multiply we will get plus 1 minus cos theta minus tan theta, and plus this will be cos theta tan theta, and the denominator will be 1 minus cos square theta, and 1 minus cos square theta is, now we can do cancellations first. So cos theta and minus cos theta will be cancelled, and tan theta and minus tan theta will be cancelled. The remaining will be 1 plus 1 will be 2, and plus 2 cos theta tan theta, and divided by this will be, this portion will be sine square theta, so we'll write here sine square theta. Now we can take 2 common, and inside will be from numerator, and 1 plus it will be cos theta, and tan theta we can write sine theta over cos theta, and divided by sine square theta, and further we can cancel this cos theta by cos theta, and we will get 2 into 1 plus sine theta over this will be sine square theta, which is right hand side. So we can write here left hand side, and this will be equal to right hand side, and we can write left hand side is equal to right hand side, and we have done this part. Now the second part says hence solve this equation which is equal to 3 from 0 to 360, and this is 4 mark question, and the same result we can use, which is this one. This result we will be using, and this is 2 into 1 plus sine theta over sine square theta is equal to this one 3 we can write, and now we can cross multiply and form the quadratic equation. So we'll multiply 2 plus 2 sine theta is equal to 3 sine square theta, so we'll shift other side, so 3 sine square theta minus 2 sine theta minus 2 is equal to 0, and we can put sine theta is equal to x, so 3x squared minus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0, and by quadratic equation we can solve this. So a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 2 and c is equal to also minus 2. So x will be equal to minus b mean minus 2 and plus minus b square minus 2 square minus 4 into a into c over 2a. And if we solve this by the help of calculator fraction, and this will be 2 and plus this will be square root of minus 2 square will be 4 and minus minus plus this will be 12 into 2 will be 24 over this will be 6, and this is equal to 1 plus 7 over 3. 1 plus 7 root over 3. One solution will be this one and the other one will be negative solution, and these will be the two x values which we found. Now we can solve this over here. We can use this space, and sine theta is equal to 1 plus root 7 over 3, and the second value which we can find is sine theta is equal to 1 minus root 7 over 3. So theta will be equal to sine inverse of 1 plus root 7 over 3, and this will be theta is equal to sine inverse of 1 minus root 7 over 3, and we can use calculator for this. So shift sine of this value, sine of this value will be equal to answer will be equal to, this is a syntax error, so we will not be getting value for this one. We will reject this value, and for the second value we can write shift sine of fraction 1 minus root 7 over this will be 3 and bracket will be closed, and this value is equal to 0.58, which is in radian mode. If we change to degree mode, it will be equal to minus 33.27 or minus 33.3. So minus 33.3, this will be in degree mode. This is theta value. Now we can find the values, and to find the values we can draw the quadrant, and this will be A, C, T, S, and minus 33 will be like this one, and the other line will be negative value will be in this quadrant. So we can take this one as 33.3 and then this one 33.3, and values will be what? Values will be one value we can take this one from here. We can take one value as this one, which is 1, because we have to take from 0 to 360. So directly we cannot take this directly we cannot take. So we'll take first value from here, which is 180 plus 180. I'll change the color so that you can identify. 180 plus 33.3, this will be one answer, and the second answer will be starting from here till here, which is 360 minus 33.3, and these two values we will find. This will be 180 plus 33.3 is equal to 213.3. This will be one value, and the second value will be 360 minus 33.3, which is equal to 326.7. 326.7, this will be the second value. These are the two answers which we found. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 7, A part. The first three terms of arithmetic progression are these three. Given that the sum of n terms of this progression can be written as this one 256 and log of 81, find the value of n, and this is 5 marks question. So t1 term 1 is this one, log of 3. So we can write t1 is equal to log of 3, and t2 is term 2 is 31 log of 3, and difference we can find t2 minus t1. So d will be equal to t2 minus t1, and this will be 31 log 3 minus this will be log 3, and we can rewrite it as this will be it's not 31, it's 3 log 3. So 3 log 3, and this will also be 3 log 3. Now we can rewrite it as this one, we can shift as power. So it will be first, before doing this, we will simplify, and this will be equal to 2 log of 3, and we can rewrite it as log of 3 squared, and which will be equal to log of 9. So we can write log 9. Now this is the d, and now we can write Sn. Sn will be equal to n by 2 over into 2a minus n minus 1 log of n minus 2 and 2a minus n minus 1 plus n minus 1 into d. This will be our formula in which we will be replacing values, and n is to be found, and Sn they are telling us is this one, which we can write 256 log of 81 will be equal to n by 2, and 2 into a will be the first term, which is this one. So we will write log of 3 and plus n minus 1 into d, which we found, which is log of 9, and further we can simplify. In similar way, we can write this also as log of 9, and this will be equal to n by 2 and log 9 plus this will be log 9 and n log 9. So it should be, I will write in the next step so that we can use this space properly. N by 2 will be equal to, this will be log 9 and plus n log 9 minus log 9. So this one we can cancel this with this, and our remaining portion will be n by 2 and inside will be n log of 9, and we can write it as n square. So this will be 256 log 81 is equal to n square log 9 divided by 2, which we can shift to this side, and this will be 2 here, and we can rewrite it as this will be 256 multiplied by 2 will be equal to 512. 512 log 81 is equal to n square log 9. Now we can rewrite it as basically this one, log 81 we can write as power, we can write log 81 raised to power 502, basically 512, and this is equal to log of 9 and n squared. So this one we can write log of 9 square and whole raised to the power 512, and this will be equal to log of 9 raised to the power n square. So log 9 we can leave from both sides, so these two will be multiplied, so it will be 1000 n square, we can write 1024. If we multiply 512 multiplied by 2 will be equal to 1024. 24. So n will be equal to root of this, root of answer will be equal to 32, which is our final answer for this question. Hopefully you understood this. Now for B part, they are saying the special instruction for B part is do not use a calculator in this part of the question, and this is 4-mark part. The first three terms of geometric progression are, these are first three terms. Find the sum out to infinity of this progression, giving your answer in form p log 2, and this is geometric progression, so we can write term 1 will be equal to log of 256, and term 2 is given, which is log of 16, and term 3 is also provided, which is log of 4. So these two terms are provided. Our common ratio we can find, which is log of we can write t3 over t2, or we can write t2 over t1, whatever. So I'm writing t2 over t3, which is equal to log of 16 over log of 4, and which we can write as log of 2 raised to the power log of 4 over log. Basically this should be log of 4 over log of 16, and we can write this as square over log of this will be 2 raised to the power 4, and log of 2 we can rewrite it as 2 log 2 over 2 raised to the power 4. We can write 4 first, and log of 2, and log of 2 we can cancel this, and this will be equal to 1 by 2 will be common ratio. So this is common ratio which we have written over here, which is 1 by 2. Now we can apply the formula. S infinity is equal to A over 1 minus R, which is equal to A value is log of 256 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2, and this will be equal to we can write this as 1 by 2, so it will go up, so it will be 2 log of 256, and which is equal to log of 256 squared, and this will be, before this one what we can do, we can rewrite it as, basically we can rewrite, instead of 256 we can write 2 raised to the power 8. 2 raised to power 8 will be equal to 256, so we can write like this, and 8 we can write, because we are just forming the shape of the required this one answer. So we need log 2, that's why we are shifting. So it will be 16 log of 2, and p value we can figure out, p is equal to 16. This is what we have done. Next is question number 8, and we can't use the calculator in this question also. And A part, find the exact coordinates of the point intersection of the curve, this one, and the line this. So we have to equate both these equations. So we can write x square plus 2 root 5x minus 20 is equal to 3 root 5x plus 10. Now we can shift basically everything to other side, and this will be x square plus 2 root 5x minus 3 root 5x, and minus 20 minus 10 is equal to 0. This will be the quadratic equation, and this quadratic equation we can simplify, adding the like terms will be x square minus 2 root 5x, and this will be not 2, it will be 2 minus 3 will be this one, 5 root 5x, and minus this will be 30 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation in terms of x, and we can solve this. It will be mod 5 3, and coefficient of x square is 1, coefficient of x is minus root 5, and this one, and minus 30 is the constant value, and we will get 3 root 5 and minus 2, 3 root 5 and minus 2 root 5. So these are the two values which we got. We will change sign, and these will be our values. So we can use quadratic. This is 4-mark question, so we'll be showing the complete working. I have just used the calculator to guess this one, so I'm not using the calculator for the working of the question. So I figure out that we have to use the quadratic formula. Factorization will not be working. So A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus root 5, and C is equal to minus 30. And we can now figure out this will be minus B, x will be equal to minus B plus minus B square minus 4AC minus root 5 square minus 4A is 1 and C is minus 30 divided by 2A, which is 1, and this one. So we can simplify. This will be 5 root 5 plus minus this will be under root, this will be 5 plus this will be 120, and divided by this will be 2. We can short this, and this will be 125. So root 5 plus minus 125, and this will be 2, and this will be equal to, we can take root 5 common, or we can write this as 25 into 5 is 125 basically. 25 into 5 is 125. So what we can do, we can rewrite it as plus minus, this will be 25 root and 5 root over this will be 2, and we can rewrite it as under root 5 common over 2, and this will be 1 plus minus this will be 5. So this one will be resulting to 5, which we have written over here, and this one and this one will be common. Hopefully you are understanding the simplification. So now this will be, we can write this as there will be two values. One will be the positive value, the other one will be the negative value. So x will be equal to root 5, and positive value will be this one, which we can write, this is x1, so it will be 6 by 2, which is 3 root 5. One value will be this one, and x2 will be root 5 by 2 into this will be 1 minus 5, so this will be equal to minus 4, so minus 2 root 5. These will be the two x values. These are two x values which we got, and we can replace in any of these two equations, and I'm replacing in the second one. Y is equal to 3 root 5. Y is equal to, we can replace here, y is equal to 3 root 5 x plus 10. This is equation in which we will be replacing the values, and we can shift this over here, and we will be replacing the values. So y is equal to 3 root 5 and x value is 3 root 5. I'm replacing the first value plus 10, and this will be equal to 9 into 5 will be 45 plus 10, which is equal to 55. So our point will be 3 root 5 and 55. And if we replace the second value, this will be giving us the second value, which we can write, and we'll replace again. Y is equal to 3 root 5, and x value we will be replacing minus 2 root 5 and plus 10, and this will be equal to minus 6 into 5 will be 30, minus 30 plus 10, this is equal to minus 20. So our second point will be minus 2 root 5 and minus 20. So these will be the 2 points which we were supposed to find. This was a question question 8 A part, which was 4-mark part, which we have done, and this was just working on erasing this. And now we can go to the B part, and B part says it is given that tan theta is equal to this one for theta vary from 0 to pi by 2. Find cosecant theta in the form of a plus b root 3, where a and b are constants. This is the formula which I have just copied from the formula sheet. It's provided cosecant square a is equal to 1 plus cosecant square a. So we can use this formula. So this is and tangent theta is what? 1 over tan theta is equal to cotangent theta. So we are looking for basically cosecant theta we require. So we will write, first we will form in cotangent theta, cotangent square theta, this format. First we will write cotangent theta will be equal to reciprocal of this given value, which is root 3. We can write lower part, denominator we will write first. So this is the reciprocal which we are writing. This one is cotangent theta, and now we can write, we are looking for cotangent square theta. Cotangent square theta will be equal to square of this one, which is this, and then we will be writing cosecant theta. Cosecant theta will be equal to 1 plus cotangent theta, and that will be 2 plus root 3 over root 3 minus 1, and this will be. Now further we can simplify. This will be squared basically. This will be squared, and now we have to simplify. We can rewrite it as 1 plus 2 plus root 3 squared separately over this will be under root 3 minus 1 squared. This will be separately we can rewrite. Now we can take LCM, and LCM will be what? Under root 3 minus 1 squared, and 1 will be multiplied. So 1 into under root 3 minus 1 squared, and plus 2 root 2 plus root 3, and this will be squared. And we can open this square, and opening square will be a square minus b square will be this formula. A minus b square will be equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab, and by this formula we will be opening, so it will be 3a square plus b square will be 1 minus 2ab will be this one, and the second formula which we will be using, a plus b square will be equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. These are the formulas which I am writing in the box, and we will be applying on the second one. So it will be 2 square will be 4, and plus under root 3 square will be 3, and plus this will be 2 into 2 4 root 3, and this one will be divided by will be the same which we can write 4. This will be under root 3 minus 1 squared as it is. I'm just writing, and now we can just simplify. This will be 3 plus 1 will be 4, 4 plus 4 will be 8, 8 plus 3 will be 11. So we'll write 11, and this will be plus 2 root 3, and divided by will be, we can rewrite it as, if we open this also by formula, we will be getting under root 3 square will be 3, and plus 1 square and minus 2 root 3, and this one we can rewrite 11 plus 2 root 3 divided by this will be 4 minus 2 root 3, and this one we can rationalize, and by rationalization we can solve this. So I will shrink this a little to the readable size and save the space as well. and now we can rationalize, and this will be we can multiply this. We can basically we can rewrite. Okay, so we can rewrite, we can multiply this by denominator. Opposite sign of the denominator will be 4 plus 2 root 3 and 4 plus 2 root 3, and this one we have to simplify. We have to multiply these numerators, so 11 into 4 will be 44 and plus 22 root 3 plus 2 into 4 will be, we are multiplying this with this one. So 2 into 4 will be 8 root 3 and plus this will be 4 into 3 will be 12, so we can write 12, and denominator we can write a square minus b square, so 4 squared minus 2 root 3 squared, and this we can write 44 plus 12 will be 56, so we can write 56, and plus this will be 22 plus 8 will be 30, so 30 root 3 and divided by this will be 16, and minus this will be 2 square will be 4, 23 will be 12, so this will be 12. So we can rewrite it as 56 plus 30 root 3 divided by 4. And this we can take common, 2 we can take common from numerator, so it will be 28 plus 15 root 3 divided by 4, and after cancellation we can cancel these two, and we can cancel this, and this will be 2 here, and our equation will reduce 28 plus 15 root 3, we can write 2 separately, and this will be cancelled to 14, and our answer will be 14 plus 15 by 2 root 3, and this is the same format which they were looking for, a plus b root 3. So a is equal to 14, a is equal to 14, and b is equal to 15 by 2, or you can write 7.5. So 15 by 2 I'm writing, so I'm keeping like this. So this will be our answer for this question. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 9, and the question number 9 says a circle center O and radius R has a sector OAB of fixed area 10 centimeters square. Angle AOB is theta radians, and the perimeter of the sector is P centimeter. Find an expression for P in terms of R, and this is 3 marks question. So what we can do, we can take a circle, and if we take a circle like this one, so this is the circle with radius R, center is this one, and we can draw the sector required, which is so say this is the sector which we are looking for, and this is the center O, and they are saying sector is OAB, center is O, so theta radians, so this is theta radians, and area is 10 centimeters, so area is equal to 10 centimeters square. Now expression we need to find. So we know area is equal to what? 1 by 2 r square theta, and area is given as 10, so 1 by 2 r square theta, and theta will be equal to 20 over r square. This will be, now the length will be what? Length will be equal to r theta, formula is this one, so L is equal to r into theta value, this one we can replace, so it will be r into 20 over r square, and we can cancel this r with this square, and we will get what? Remaining part will be 20 over r. So this is 20 over r, and this is r, and this is also r, and perimeter we require, so perimeter will be equal to r plus 20 over r, which we can rewrite it as 2r and plus 20 over r, or we can take LCM and we can write r over here, and this will be 2r square plus 20, and this will be perimeter which we were supposed to find in terms of r. This is done. And the B part, basically B part says find the value of R for which P has a stationary value. So P has a stationary value, and this is a 3-mark question. P is equal to, now we got this expression. I'm using this one, this equation. P is equal to 2R plus 20, and R I'm writing as minus 1 par. Now we can take derivative. dp over dr will be equal to, derivative will be 2 plus this will be minus 1 into 20 r raised to minus 2, and we can rewrite, we will have to replace it equal to 0 for the stationary point, and this will be what? This will be 2 minus 20 over r square is equal to 0. So 20 over r square is equal to 2, and r square, this implies r square will be equal to 20 over 2, which is equal to 10. So r will be equal to root of 10, and root of 10 we can write root of 10 is equal to 3.16. So we can write 3.16 as answer. This will be answer for this one. Now for the C part, determine the nature of the station point. We will be taking the second order derivative d2p over dr square, which is, we will be taking another derivative of the derivative. So we will be driving this one. So it is constant will be 0, then it will be minus 1 into minus 2 into 20 r raised to a minus 3, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to 2, this will be 2 and 20, so it will be 40. So 40 r raised to power minus 3, which we can write 40 over r cubed, and this is greater than 0. So this will be, if d2y over second order derivative is positive or greater than 0, then it will be minimum. So we'll write minimum. So this is the second order derivative which we have used for the nature of the points. And then D part, find the value of theta at this stationary value. So we will be finding this one. Theta will be equal to what? Theta, we know theta is equal to 20 over r square. Theta is equal to 20 over r square, and r value is under root 10. So 20 over root 10 squared will be equal to 20 over 10, which is equal to 2, and this will be our final answer for this question. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 10. The normal to the curve this at the point P with coordinates P and minus 1, where P is varying from 0 to pi by 6, meets the x-axis at point A and y-axis at point B. Find the exact coordinates of the midpoint of AP, and this is 10-mark question, huge question. So we'll take the equation which is given, this one, the normal to this curve, and we will be putting this point, because this point is on this curve. So y is equal to tan of 3x plus pi by 2. This is our equation, and we will write at point P and minus 1, y will be equal to minus 1 will be equal to tan of 3p plus pi by 2. Now we can we can send tan to other side. So 3p plus pi by 2 will be equal to tan inverse of minus 1. This is after sending to the other side, we got this, and now we can rewrite it as 3p plus pi by 2 is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. this should be in radian mode, so radian mode is this one, and this will be shift tan of -1 is equal to pi by 4, minus pi by 4. So minus pi by 4 will be this value. Now we can find the p values, and p value will be what? If we find p value, this will be, we can uh, sketch the quadrants and check the values, and this will be, we require the negative values, so A, C, T and S. So negative values will be in these two quadrants, and we will be checking for pi by 4, and pi by 4 will be what? It will be 45 or what? So 180 divided by 4 will be equal to 45 seconds. So 45 we will be drawing like roughly this will be, and pi by 4 we will be taking this value because negative values we are taking, and then this one pi by 4, and the values now we can write is this one, and so we can rewrite this equation. This implies 3p is equal to minus pi by 4 minus pi by 2, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to minus 1 over 4 and minus 1 over 2, and this is giving us minus 3 by 4. So minus 3 by 4. So 3p is equal to minus 3 by 4. So p will be equal to minus 3 by 4 into 1 by 3, and this will be, there should be pi also with this, and we will write here pi, so this will be equal to minus pi by 4. This will be one value. Now this principal value we have utilized, and we will be getting the other value, which is 3p plus pi by 2. Again we can write as pi minus pi by 4. So we can write it as pi minus pi by 4 like this, and this will be 3p will be equal to pi minus pi by 4 minus pi by 2, and this will be equal to, we can simplify, this will be 1 minus 1 over 4, and minus 1 over 2 will be equal to 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 pi, this will be the next we can shift this. Basically this is 3 pi p value, so p will be equal to 1 over 12 pi or pi by 12. So pi by 12 we will write. So these are the two p values. Now we can find the uh, equation of the normal. For the equation of the normal, first we'll find the equation of the tangent. So y is equal to tan of 3x plus pi by 2. This is our equation. So dy by dx will be equal to derivative of tan x, which is secant square x. So we can write secant square 3x plus pi by 2, and into derivative of this inner portion, which is 3, we will write here this one, and this will be equal to 3 secant square, and inside will be 3x plus pi by 2. Now dy by dx at this point pi by 12 we can find, so we can find dy by dx at at p is at pi by 12, basically at pi by 12 will be equal to 3 secant square, and this will be 3 into pi by 12 plus pi by 2, and this will be equal to, we can find this value, and this value will be how much? We can find this 3 into secant square. So first of all we need to find the secant, and this will be, we can simplify the inner portion, this one first, and this will be 3 secant square, and inner portion if we solve, this will be 3 pi by 12, so 3 by 12 will be 1 by 4, so 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2 will be equal, wait, we have to delete this one, and plus 1 over 2 will be equal to 3 by 4. So this will be 3 by 4 pi, and this one we can find, this will be, first we'll find the sine of basically 1 over sine of pi by this. So 1 over sine of, we can write 3 basically over here this way. Otherwise 1 we will write and we'll take square. So sine of 3 by 4 pi. So 3 over 4 pi. So 3 pi over 4, and bracket will be closed. This one is under root 2, and under root 2 square we can write. So I'm writing under root 2 square because secant square. So secant value is secant 3 pi by 4 is under root 2, so we'll take square and this will be equal to 6. So this value is basically 6 which we found. So gradient is equal to, m value is equal to 6. So gradient of the normal will be equal to reciprocal and change sign. So this will be the gradient of the normal, and the point we will be using pi by 12 x value, and minus 1 will be this, from where we have taken p value is pi by 4. From here we have taken p value is pi by 12, and minus 1 is the value for y value. So we can write it as, this will be our p point. Now we will be using these two and we will be writing the equation of the normal. So equation of normal will be equal to y minus y1. So if I write it, so it will be, formula will be y minus y1 is equal to gradient of the normal into x minus x1. This will be the equation in which we will be replacing the values. So y minus y1 will be minus 1 is equal to, this will be minus 1 by 6 into x minus pi by 12, and this will be now this is our equation of the normal, and they are saying equation of the normal meets the x-axis at point A. So x-axis at point A means at x-axis y will be 0. So we will write at x-axis y will be equal to 0. So we can write at x-axis y will be equal to 0. So it means this will be 1 is equal to, I'm using this equation, so 1 is equal to minus 1 by 6 x minus minus plus, so it will be pi by 72, we can shift basically 6 to the other side and we can write here 6 is equal to minus x plus pi by 12, and this will be, x will be equal to pi by 12 minus 6, and this value will be x value, and y value is 0. This is y value. So our point will be, a point will be pi by 12 minus 6 and 0. This will be our a point. Now we can find b point, and for b point we will be writing at y is at y-axis. At y-axis x will be equal to 0. So in the same equation we will replace x is equal to 0. So y plus 1 is equal to minus 1 over 6 into minus pi by 12, and this will be y plus 1 is equal to plus, this will be pi by 72, and y is equal to pi by 72 minus 1, which we can write 72, and this will be pi minus 72. This will be our y value, and we can write the point, b point will be 0 and pi minus 72 over 72. This will be. Now we can find that this one also we can rewrite it as in LCM format. We can write, if A, we can write this as pi minus 72 over 12. So our A point will be pi minus 72 over 12, and this will be 0. Now for the midpoint, they are saying midpoint of AB. So midpoint will be pi minus 72, pi minus 72 over 12, and they are saying midpoint, so plus 0 will remain same and divided by 2, and the second value will be y-axis, so pi minus 72 over 72 and divided by 2, and this will be resulting to what? M will be equal to pi minus 72 over 24, and the second value will be pi minus 72 over 72 into 2 will be 144. So this will be the coordinates of the midpoint which we were supposed to find. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and also introduce this channel to your respected teachers and recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.